The U.S. was completely taken off guard by the fact that Prigozhin had decided to march on Moscow. U.S. intelligence was well aware of what was happening. Today, it's a completely different story. If you study the Boer War, the British, what they did in South Africa, getting the Khoisan to kill the Zulu, getting the Zulu to kill the Khoisan. It was a kind of psychological warfare where one of the things they did was that they would spread rumors. They would go over to the Khoisan and they would say, well, I heard that the Zulu were planning to massacre the Khoisan, etc., etc. And what that did is it created animosities between the Khoisan and the Zulu, which led to massacres between the Khoisan and the Zulu. So they did the same thing in India. Prigozhin was played. If you go back and you look, sometimes I think what people forget the remotes I give weeks and weeks and weeks ago. Remember what I said? Prigozhin is going to get fired. He's going to get fired, and he's not going to get paid, and he's going to get surrounded, and he's going to get pissed. And when he gets fired, he's going to be dangerous. And he's going to say, you don't pay me, you don't pay me, you pay me. Meaning, will the West pay me? Then he got accused of selling information about where the Russian troops were. I think some games were played with his head, maybe. I think that he may have been communicating with Ukrainian British intelligence, just like the remote said. I think that the British intelligence is now saying they have a head up, that there could be a change in leadership over there in Russia, that they have an inkling. Nobody lives forever, including Putin. I find myself having a conversation with him. And here is the conversation I'm having with Putin. You need to make me your successor. Because if you make me your successor, I will keep you alive. But if you delay and you keep waiting and waiting and waiting and trying to hold on power, the day will come when you have no power. And you will not have any power to decide who your successor is. Pick me while you have the power, and I will keep you safe. It's almost like a mafioso mentality. Pick me as the next godfather, and I will do everything in my power as the next godfather to offer you protection. This is where Putin finds himself. And so for that reason, I believe he will be moving towards choosing a successor. I also believe that British intelligence is communicating with members of the Duma, and that is why that may have been part of the original coup, and that's why they know what they know. All right, thank you. And I think the CIA might be a little bit, this is not bad. This is why we pay this is what they're supposed to be doing. They're supposed to be causing these things to happen so that bad things like the war in Ukraine can come to an end. So I'm not saying it's bad what they did. I'm saying playing with him, manipulating him, etc. is what it's starting to look like. And possibly even paying him because he was angry and he wasn't paid. He was fired by Shogu. Without getting paid, he can't pay his men, which basically means that's the end of Wagner. All right, take it with a grain of salt. After all, my name is Whimsy. We'll see you later. Please be sure and share, like, and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. We'll see you next time. Be well. Bye, everyone.